Everybody, this is Alicia McPeek and my brother Zach Marcy. We are Alpha Omega Health Coaching, and we are also the creators of something called the Midlife Metabolic Accelerator 7-Day Free Challenge. And we have a guest here today, Cindy Parks, a really good friend of mine who just finished our most recent 7-day challenge. So Cindy, what made you take on the challenge in the first place?
Well, I'd kind of plateaued with my weight. I've been doing the same thing pretty much every week for the last 2 or 3 months and not getting any new results. So thought it was time to try something different.
Okay. So what did you find during the challenge?
I thought that by postponing my breakfast, that I was doing myself a service by not eating as soon as I got up and then just going and doing my walk and then delaying my breakfast till after I got back. Well, then what was happening is delayed my lunch, then delayed my supper, and it was a domino effect. So after learning about the, 12-hour fast importance of that and why that's necessary for our body to heal, it made more sense to me. And I thought, okay, this would work. I just have to change things around. So we talked about it. You coached me and I did. And I did my breakfast before I did my walk. And then I found a lot better results.
So you also found out that a couple of things, like that you were grazing often too, right?
Yes.
You became a grazer. It's the same problem.
I'm a grazer. I still want to graze. Sorry.
And what did you learn about the importance of not doing that?
So I realized that I could satiate my hunger if I ate enough protein. So you guys told me to add a little bit more protein in with my 3 meals. And that was able to satiate me to not have to snack in between.
Yeah.
So that was a big difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and then that gives your body that space that you talked about before, not only the healing and the repair and rejuvenation and detoxification, everything that happens overnight, but also in between meals, because digestion is one of the most metabolic expensive things that our body does. So giving our body a break even in between meals is really important. So cool. Okay. So do you have a question, Zach?
Did you find yourself actually craving less food and feeling less hungry by controlling controlling the way that you were doing your food?
I did. Now it took a couple of days. So towards the end of the 7-day period, I found myself to be less hungry, not requiring as much when I did eat my 3 meals. And I wasn't having the cravings that I had been having before.
And I have to say, Cindy came into this already eating really clean.
Yeah.
This isn't and this is the problem that I've noticed with a lot of people, because by the time we get into our 40s and 50s, these metabolic processes have started breaking down. And so even though we're eating clean, you were walking every day, lots of walking every day, and you were still plateaued. So yeah, you added some new things too, besides what we've talked about so far.
Body weight lift. Sorry, I do not like to do any kind of lifting, weights at all. And the body weight, exercises. I've known about them. I've tried them, not liked them. It's just one of those eat the frog kind of things. Like I got to do this because I hate it. And when I did do it 2 days in a row, I was super sore. I had a lot of lactic acid build up. And so you guys gave me permission to take a day off. Well, guess what? I took 2 days off.
I do what you gotta do, but you did it again today.
But I did it again and it felt fine. The next time I was like, oh, wait, okay, it's not sore anymore. So then I did it again the next day. It's like, okay, I can do this every day now.
Yeah.
It just took me a while.
Really quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So essentially having coaches around helped you to personalize the experience to you instead of just downloading some program off the internet or getting some guesswork. Would you say that you found the effectiveness in people that are actually specialized in working with the 40 and 50 something body and also having it catered to you? Can you tell us a little more about that?
Absolutely. The personalization was key to me because Alicia knows me really well. I'm a rule follower. If you give me rules, I'm going to try to do it to the letter as much as possible. And it's really painful. Like when I didn't do the body weight exercise the first couple of days, I felt really bad about that, guilty, right? So when I did start doing, we talked about it. She talked me into it. I did it. Didn't, had the issue with that I had. And then I talked to you guys about, look, I feel like I'm in pain. Like I need a little bit of a break. You gave me permission to have a break. I got right back on it and felt great doing it the next time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that helped a lot.
That's awesome.
What were your overall results in just a week's time frame?
So I lost about 3 pounds, which again, I had plateaued. Had been at like 165, one moving. Now I started about 180. So since starting in March, I'd been, trying to, again, get very consistent about eating healthy. Everything I put in my mouth, I need to have nutritional value. That's what I decided. And that's how I'm thinking right now. Like if it doesn't have nutritional value, I'm not putting it in my mouth. So it took a while to get there. And again, I was still not eating in the right time frame. I told Alicia I'd started cutting it off at 6 o'clock, if at all possible, because I was having reflux issues, and that helped when, as long as I would eat that dinner last before I'd lay down, then I wouldn't have the reflux when I'd lay down at night.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, I started implementing a lot of other healthy habits. The walking, I couldn't run anymore. I'd hurt my knee. I tried to do kickboxing in March. That didn't work out very well for me. So after hurting my knee, I said, okay, I think I'm just going to walk and just try to, make it consistent, do an hour a day. And, again, just adding that consistent habit one at a time.
Okay. So one more thing, and then we'll wrap this up. So I worked with you as a coach before on mindset things. And I know when we first started this, you're like, I already did that stuff. Right. But then I said, just do it specifically about this. So tell us about that. Like, how did that shift for you? Did it shift anything mindset wise and in regards to your health, fitness, and nutrition?
It was funny. I'm not afraid of a lot of things. I didn't think I was anyway, but you really got me to open up my eyes of what was standing in the way of me doing the body weight exercises was fear. I was like, really? I'm not scared of anything, right? But I was scared of getting hurt again. I was like, come on, a push-up's not going to hurt my knee or hurt anything. And then, I was a little bit of pain just because I hadn't done anything for so long. But again, it was all doable. It was all something I could work through. But I did need that mindset coach helping me, realize what was standing in the way of me taking that first step. Right.
All right. Perfect. So what would you say to somebody who was considering doing the challenge?
I would say do it. And do it messy. And if you can't do all of the things you're supposed to do, like the rule follower, like me, then talk to Alicia or your coach, Zach, and find out what's stepping in the way, what's getting in the way of you taking that step to finish all of those things, because they all have value. And I see that now. And I bought into it. I understand it. You guys are great at explaining all of the minutia behind, what goes into that metabolic change in your body. So
excellent. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining our program.
Awesome.
Thank you for letting me.